Whether it is during foreplay or the main intimate act itself, fingers, when used skillfully, can offer a woman levels of pleasure that many underestimate. With the right rhythm, pressure, and intention, some women are capable of reaching orgasm from manual touch alone, without any penetration. Fingers are unique because, unlike rigid objects, they can bend, adjust, explore different angles, and adapt instantly to her responses. You can start softly with a single fingertip, increase to 2, or even 3 if she desires more fullness, all while staying in complete control. This makes your hands some of the most precise, intuitive, and responsive tools for creating connection and pleasure. Today, I will guide you through a step-by-step, medically sound, and deeply respectful way of using your hands so that the woman with you feels safe, understood, and fully pleasured. Before we even begin with touch, there are 2 non-negotiables every man must understand: consent and preparation. These are not optional, they are the foundation of everything that follows. Consent means asking clearly and directly, "Do you want me to touch you here?" Keep the communication alive throughout. Her body language, sounds, and words are signals. Listen to them. Preparation means treating your hands as sacred instruments. Trim and smooth your nails carefully with a file, wash your hands thoroughly with warm water and soap, especially under the nails, remove rings and jewelry that might scratch her delicate skin. If there's even a chance dryness may occur, keep a water-based, unscented lubricant close. Clean, prepared hands prevent tiny scratches, lower the risk of irritation or infection, and show her you respect her body. Lubricant keeps things smooth, preventing friction that can break the mood or cause discomfort. Step 1 is warm-up and teasing. Arousing for women is rarely an instant reaction. It's a gradual, full-body process. Think of it as slowly heating water to a simmer before it boils. Start away from her genitals. Make out with her. Explore kisses along her neck, collarbones, and down her arms. Gently stroke her lower back, her hips, and the outer sides of her thighs. As you get closer to her inner thighs, deliberately slow your pace. Over her clothing or underwear, place your palm gently over her vulva. Hold for a few seconds, then release. Trace the edges of her underwear with your fingertips, lingering without rushing. This slow buildup creates a pulsing sense of anticipation, waves of pressure and release that heighten her awareness of your touch. Remember, teasing is not wasted time. It is the fuel that makes everything more intense later. This phase draws blood into the clitoris, labia, and vaginal entrance, swelling tissues and amplifying sensitivity. By the time you move forward, her body is ready to feel more deeply. Step 2 is external touch. Slow, intentional, and exploratory. Begin with her underwear still on, lightly outlining the outer lips and inner thighs with gentle strokes. This keeps things playful and builds tension while still maintaining a sense of mystery. Once she indicates she's ready for skin contact, slide a fingertip softly along the outer lips, then explore the inner lips. Keep your movements unhurried and curious, as though you were mapping out her body for the first time. Instead of immediately touching the tip of the clitoris, which is often far too sensitive in the early stages, focus on circling around the hooded area above it. Think of this as warming up the surrounding landscape before approaching the peak. Use feather-light strokes first, then progress to delicate circles, and eventually to slightly firmer oval motions. The key here is to watch her closely. Pay attention to her breathing, the way her hips shift, and the sounds she makes. These are her green lights guiding you toward what she enjoys most. Step 3 is where rhythm enters the picture, especially around the clitoris. Every woman's sensitivity is unique, yet a common truth exists. Most women prefer rhythmic, steady patterns over random or unpredictable pokes. Think of it like music. Consistency builds momentum and creates trust in your touch. Begin by experimenting with gentle around-the-clock circles just outside the clitoral herd, as if your fingertip is traveling from 12 to 3 to 6 to 9, then back around. Then shift to vertical strokes, moving from the pubic mound downward toward the vaginal entrance and back up again. Another favorite for many is the sideways figure 8 motion that sweeps lightly across the hooded clitoris. Each of these patterns offers a different type of stimulation, some broader, some sharper. If she prefers more coverage, use 2 fingers together to create a wider surface of contact. If she prefers laser-like focus, keep it to a single fingertip. The important part is not guessing, but asking. Short, simple questions work best. Softer or firmer? Faster or slower? Here or a little higher? These small questions show that you care, keep her engaged, and allow her to feel both safe and in control while surrendering to pleasure. Step 5 is about when and how to go inside. Wetness is often seen as a sign of readiness, but remember, wetness means arousal, not always permission. Always check in, ask directly, "Do you want me inside?" If she says yes, add a lubricant if needed, and always begin with 1 finger. Never insert dry. Glide slowly into the vaginal entrance and pause just inside, allowing her pelvic floor muscles time to relax around your touch. Do not rush deeper. Use the natural curve of your finger for a gentle come here motion, angled toward the front wall. Avoid fast in and out thrusts. That is not what fingers are best for. Fingers excel at applying subtle pressure and exploring angles, not speed. Slowly explore a few millimeters upward, downward, left, and right. If she tenses, pause or withdraw slightly. Breathe together, let her body relax again, and then return to external stimulation if needed. This is about following her lead, not pushing forward. Step 6 brings us to the anterior sweet zone. About 1 to 2 inches inside, on the front wall closest to her belly, you may feel tissue that is slightly spongy or ridged. This is the area often referred to as the G-spot region. When arousal builds, this tissue swells and becomes more pronounced. Curl your fingertip toward it in that slow come here motion. Start with light taps or gentle short strokes. Only increase the pressure if she asks for it or if her body leans into you clearly. Many women don't want force. They want rhythm, steadiness, and repetition. While exploring inside, keep your other hand free for more connection. Use it to hold her hip, caress her belly, or continue stimulating her clitoral hood with your thumb. This blended style, internal and external touch at the same time, often leads to deeper, more satisfying orgasms than either alone. Step 6 is about scaling up thoughtfully. If she craves more fullness, carefully withdraw, lubricate well, and then insert 2 fingers together. Keep the same curled motion so your fingertips continue to connect with the front wall. Coordination is key here. Inside fingers can move with tiny arcs or the gentle come here motion, while your thumb or other hand keeps a steady rhythm around her clitoral hood. Small, controlled movements are more effective than big, rough motions. In fact, the more aroused she becomes, the less movement is needed. At this stage, pressure and consistency become the main drivers of her pleasure. Step 7 is where everything builds toward climax. As she nears that edge, her signals will become unmistakable. You might notice her hips pushing into your hand, her breath quickening into shorter bursts, her voice or sounds deepening, and even her thighs trembling as waves of tension move through her body. These cues are not random. They are her body's way of telling you that you are exactly where she needs you to be. The golden rule at this moment is simple. Do not change the pattern. If you have found a pace, angle, or pressure that is clearly working for her, keep it steady. Many climaxes are lost because a man suddenly decides to speed up, shift his hand, or increase pressure at the last second. Think of it like holding a radio signal. Once you're tuned in to the right frequency, stay locked in until the song finishes. If she whispers, "right there," treat those words as sacred. Your role is to hold the rhythm until she rides it fully through, not to reinvent it midway. Step 8 introduces variations that many women enjoy, either before climax, between peaks, or during afterplay. One is hood strokes, where you use 2 fingers in a V shape to gently move the clitoral hood up and down, stimulating indirectly without exposing the tip. Another is the outer to inner wave, where you make long, soothing strokes that start on her outer thighs, glide inward toward her labia, and then retreat outward again. This resets sensitivity and keeps arousal high without overwhelming her. A third variation is the pressure hold, placing your entire warm palm over her vulva and simply resting there with gentle pressure. This can feel grounding and calming, especially between waves of stimulation. And for deeper internal play, try an angle shift by placing a small pillow under her hips. This changes the angle of the anterior vaginal wall, making it easier for your fingertips to connect with her most sensitive internal zones. Step 9 focuses on hygiene and comfort. This may sound unromantic, but it is critical for safety and trust. Short, smooth nails, clean hands, and enough lubricant prevent tiny tears in delicate tissue. If you ever switch from anal play back to vaginal or clitoral touch, you must wash thoroughly or change the glove first. Otherwise, harmful bacteria can spread and cause infection. If she feels burning or pain, do not push through it. Stop, add more lubricant, and return to external touch instead. Sharp pain is always a stop sign. A feeling of warmth or gentle stretching can be okay, but only if she confirms it feels good. Step 10 is about aftercare, which is as important as the act itself. Right after orgasm, her body is in a vulnerable, sensitive state. Keep your touch steady, but lighten the pressure as her muscles relax. Many women enjoy being cradled, having their hair stroked or their ribs and thighs lightly massaged in this moment. Offer her water, let her breathe and rest. Later, when she's ready, ask one short open question. What did you like most? Whatever she says becomes your private map for next time. File it away mentally. This is the real playbook to deeper connection. A few final truths often left unsaid. Not every woman climaxes from penetration, and that is perfectly normal. Many women prefer clitoral-focused touch only, while others love a blend of internal and external stimulation. The best way to know is not guessing, it's watching, listening, and asking. And above all, the emotional tone matters. When a woman feels safe, admired, and unrushed, her body naturally responds. Blood flow increases, lubrication improves, pelvic floor muscles soften, and pleasure rises. Your hands, when used with patience and precision, can become extraordinary instruments of intimacy. With practice, awareness, and care, you can offer her not just physical pleasure, but also a sense of being deeply valued and understood. And if you want to take your own performance further, remember that natural support exists. Some men benefit from foods or supplements that improve circulation and hormonal balance. For example, organic watermelon extract is rich in citrulline, which supports nitric oxide production and blood flow. More advanced blends combining herbs like tunket alley, fenugreek, and nettleroot with amino acids can help sustain testosterone, energy, stamina, and prostate health. When combined with the mindful techniques you've just learned, they create a complete foundation for lasting confidence.